Good morning, Toasty Up. How the devil are you? Bright and eager. Right. I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot of talking today. Let's just check all my mics are all working, everything. Yeah. Don't think I'm going to be. I got bloody abscess, so all my face is up. So, right. It is a bad sale this week. There's hardly anything in, as you can see. I'm scrolling through it now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 non-owners, and then we go straight into that Sprinter. That Sprinter was okay. He was okay. I was quite surprised. It's a nice van. Not an awful lot I could say about it because I didn't really pay much attention because I was too busy cussing them for not having any vans in this week. The St. John's one that was in being de-stickered, I think, is that number 84. Good morning, White Van Man. Yeah, I've lost a stone actually. Yeah, I got bloody abscess, so not really been eating. Let's have a look. Yeah, he got 246,000 on it, nearly 247,000. So that one was very tidy on an 02, you know, a little bit older, and he's only got 37,000 on. So that one I think would be a pretty good buy. There was a bit of rust around the skirts, you know, we're in the trims, but that's what you get when you got those trims on. Wow. What else was there? There's a couple of environmental tippers there. That one was pretty good. That 12 plate, that was nice and white and clean. Guideline of 3,350. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. This Ducato, they're having a problem selling that one. She is. I showed you. Hi, Eugene. that Fiat Ducato. I think the whole van must have been covered in that lichen that was on the roof, and that's what stripped the paint. I think it's been stashed somewhere, so I don't know what's wrong with that one. Coming on down a bit. I don't think I saw that one. I'm not sure. I might have done. I have a job remembering these things. No photos on that one. Oh, that was the tipper anyway, so not too keen on that one. But that's it. We've got literally what 4 or 5 big vans. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 vans? That's all we got in this week. Their other sale out at Madley, they've got about 5 or 6 in that one as well. But of course, I'm not allowed to go over there and film on that one. We got 10 minutes. I'll flick over. If you go to June's plant and go to June catalogue, it says Friday the 14th of June. So I'm not 100% sure whether it's already gone or not, or whether they just haven't updated it, but the listings are on there, and there's 1,324 items for sale. But if you go down, the vans are in. This is usually bid online. This is. I'm not allowed to film there because there's British Telecom's satellites and that right next door, so they don't like anybody filming there. A couple of welfare vehicles, railway, few buses. I can remember somebody was after one of these buses without a passenger seat. You just walk straight in. But they got 2 of them over there. This Yes on the far end. Hang on, let's scroll down a bit so you can see it. This Yes that's on this far end. That means yes, it's internet bidding. Some of it you can't bid on the internet, and you've got to go. Some of it you can bid on the internet. Morning, Simon. You should do a fan of the week here. Yeah, the trouble is it with only, what did I say, 7 or 8. Um, there are not too many there to this week to have a look at. But they got a few over at their Madley depot, which is the other side of Hereford. Um, but of course, they do all the HGVs and the Arctics, and the mowers, the plant, everything is done over there. All the horse box trailers. There's a six wheel a G440 Scania there. I used to drive one of them. Nice powerful vehicle. But that's at their Madley. If anybody wants to look into it, just go on to plant machinery and HGV, and it'll come up with a list for you, the catalogue. And they have got a couple of sales. I can't remember where they were. They've got a couple of sales that they do internet bidding only. There's no displaying, and it's a bit like eBay. You place a bid on it, and then it starts. It's a countdown on it, and if there's a minute to go and you put a bigger bid on, it'll go back to an hour. So, all right, let's have a look on this one again. Yeah. So, as I say, there's 4 non-runners. That Renault Master long wheelbase non-runner. It does again. If only they put down why it isn't running. People would still bid on it, not knowing why it isn't running. I think you can contact them to ask them. But 250,000, a little bit high on the mileage for that one. Don't know why that one was a non-runner. But again, he's a 2013, and they're looking for a guideline of £4,025. I don't think so. Not for a non-runner. So yeah, the ones to go for this week would be that Sprinter, which is a 5-tonner, and the 2002 Renault Master. They were about the only ones there. Oh, that 2012 Transit, that other one was all right to go for. They want 3,350 for that as a guideline. Other than that, there is nothing else worth going for. It's got quite a few little vans. I'm glad, really, because my jaw is aching something rotten. So, and of course, because I haven't eaten, I feel quite sick too. It's old age, it is. It's catching up with me. And the weather's depressing as well, so. Yeah. So we got 5 minutes to go before they start on the thing. So if anybody's got any questions, you got to ask them now. Whilst you're asking questions, I'll go to the auction and see if they are transmitting, because I just couldn't be arsed to get the. They haven't updated the bidding online yet. Or have they? No, they haven't updated the bidding online. Let me just refresh in case it's me. No. So I'll just have to keep refreshing for that. Yeah. So if anybody got any questions, I want to get my bloody cheek done, and I want to bugger off. I want to go somewhere where it's warm and quiet. Without children. I just looked. I haven't quite got that camera set right yet, have I? Yep. There you go. Oh bloody hell! When I come up close, you can see all that's up. Oh, it hurts. Yeah. Mike in sunny Rosendale. Is it sunny up there? Is it? All right. Well, it's definitely overcast here. We're forecast thunderstorms by about they're forecast for now. It hasn't started yet, and could have was it 15 to 25 millimeters of rain? Yeah, 50 millimeters. Yeah, it's 2 inches, isn't it? 2 inches of rain in the next over today. Yes, very, very. Well, that's virtually what we gave for it, and what have I had it 2-3 years now? So yeah, and that's virtually what we gave for it. Very pleased with that. Yeah. I wonder if they've put this right yet. They haven't started. No, they still haven't. They'll suddenly realise at 11 o'clock. It's 10:56 now. Yeah. And no, I don't think I'll ever buy another caravan. Waste of time. There's two things. Oh well, there's one good thing that goes for a caravan, is that you tow it there with a vehicle. You park it up, and it doesn't matter how far from anywhere you park up, you've got a vehicle, because you'll unhitch the caravan and you've got a vehicle to tow around in. When you're in a camper, and like when I stop somewhere for 2 or 3 days, I like to have my awning out, and if I want to go off anywhere, I've got to put it all away to be able to drive the van. Can't guarantee you come back to the same spot, so that's the only advantage with the caravan. I'm rolling a fag. I'm having a job sucking on one anyway, because my lips don't properly close together. Yeah, I wish they'd get themselves sorted. No, they still haven't sorted. I suppose I better start out of the laptop up just in case it is my end. Right, let's open him up. I'll roll the fag first. I can't understand why they leave it. They've done this quite a few times over the past, that they leave everything to the last minute. Like last week, I mean, it was only because the caravan was in. In the end, I had to phone them up to say there was no live bidding button to be able to click on anywhere. Oh, they're tapping the mic. So let's refresh it again and see if they've updated it. No. I'll go over this one, see if I can get it up on this one. Oh, what did they say? Currently what? Yeah, I hear you knocking. Yes, they put that right. Really to stop people flicking through and having a look. Well, I don't really need it up here, but I'll put it up now. I phone them up and say yes, it is. The mic is working. Right, I better slide that down a bit, just so it gets the bidding in line.
Right then, good morning all and welcome to Brightwells. It's 11 o'clock.
Right, is the sound okay for you lot with that?
10 a.m, an hour earlier.
Because I've turned my monitor right down to number 10.
Forward, not tomorrow, next week, and going forward. Every Tuesday, 10 o'clock. All lots of sold subject to conditions
I can only just hear it.
Copies of which are available at the office. Please pay particular attention to the following. Terms of payment: non-account holders must register in the cash office prior to the sale commencing and will be called to the rostrum to put down a deposit on the fall of the hammer. Payments may be made in cash
whilst she's going through this, I'll just turn her down a tad for you. If I can get the microphone.
We charge an indemnity fee plus the VAT.
I've been informed that next week's sale, which is also the leisure sale again, is now the time for starting has moved from 11 o'clock to 10 o'clock. So I'll be starting, as long as it's right. I've got to check properly. It's starting at 10 o'clock next week, so I'll remind you towards the end as well that bidding starts at 10 o'clock next week. I think it's all because of there's so many leisure again. Everybody wants caravans and campers again. So
and be aware of vehicles moving at all times.
There is another big leisure sale. And I do believe they had over 200 4x4s and cars last week. And they were running so late. They were running so late.
We start off with a couple of non-runners, which will be sold off the TV screen in front of me here. And then we'll go to the doorway for the large vans. And
so as I say, these first 4 of non-runners.
So lot 1 on the TV screen in front of me now then is March 0707, a Vauxhall Vectra diesel estate, 1.9 CDTI
Mercedes lot number 4. That one fetched a lot of money last week and they didn't sell it.
Fees apply then as a clutch
for a non-runner.
Take it as it is, inclusive of the VAT, 5 and go, 500, 500. 100 bid at 1, at 100 now, 100, at 100 bid at 100, at 100, 120, at 120 bid at 120, at 120, 150, at 180 bid at 180, at 180 now, 180, at 180 bid at 180,
590.
180 then, hammers up, sold away at 180.
They let it go. This one, they got a guideline of £610. I'll be honest with you, it's worth that for parts and spares.
Lot number 2 at the County Council to us, October 07 on the 57, the Renault Master minibus, the LM35 DCI. It's a non-runner, we're told. Starts and runs, but the clutch is US, we're told. 248,000 warrants on the clock, MOT August 19. The V5
I should imagine they'll let this go as well, no matter what it fetches.
Plus the VAT, 5 and go, 500, 500, 500, 300 and away. Come on then, surely 100 bid at 1, at 100 now, 100, 150.
I mean, even at 100, by the time they put the indemnity and the VAT on it,
at 250 now,
yeah, it's still, well, that's 600 quid so far.
250 bid at 250, at 250 then, hammers up, last call, sold away at 250.
Yeah, they let it go. This is only a semi-high medium roof van. He is a long wheelbase, I think.
Number 3 at the County Council to us, July 13 on the 13. The full transit 350, the diesel front wheel drive medium roof van TDCI.
It's only got 56,000 on the clock. You can't understand why it's, I just don't work out
on the TV screen in front
what they've done to it to make it a non-runner.
1,000 and go, £1,000 then, 1,000, 500 and away. Engine US, we're told. 500, 5 bid at 5.
They want $4 grand for it, guideline.
At 600 bid at 6, 700 seated. At 700
which ain't going to happen.
Now. At 700 bid at 700 seated, it is 50. At 750 bid, at 750, 800. At 850 bid at 850. At 850, 900. At 9 bid at 9. At 900, is that a bid? 50. At 950 now, 1,000 bid. At 1,000 now, 1,000. It's on sale. At 1,000 bid
just
at
about the right price to be able to break for spares.
1100. At 11 bid. At 1100 seated, 50. At 1150 now.
Another motors for one of these. You can pick them up cheap, but to get a decent one, you're looking at 800 quid.
1300 at 13 bid at 13. 50
and it is so simple. You take the engine to a Ford dealership, and even though it's not in the vehicle, they can plug the injector pump into the computer and do what they call virginize it, and they wipe all the memory out of the injector pump, and then you can put it straight into any van, and it'll run in any van. 90% of the time they got to be reprogrammed. But if you take it into the garage and get them to virginize the pump, and they wipe the memory of the pump, and no matter which one you push the engine into in any van, it'll run. Cost me 50 quid when I took my engine into a garage. Not sold, yeah.
Lot number 81 to
Let's
the
see what this one fetches.
Adam, just push the door open a bit more if you can. Thank you. Lot number 81 out the police to ascend. May 10 on the 10, the Mercedes Sprinter, the 513.
I like the way they started on the bonnet. I don't know whether you can see it. And on the sides, they've started to put those clips so they can demount the cages altogether. I think far better. It's a lot less damage to the van.
At 1,000 out, 1,000 at 1,000 bid at 1,000.
It ain't gonna stay at that.
1,000 on the phone now, 1,000 bid only at 1,011. 12 at
I was
12,
going to say,
13,
now the internet bids are coming
15, in the middle now, 1,500 at 1,500, 16 bid, 17 at 17, 18 outside at 1,900 on the phone at 19 bid at 1,900. You're out, T.
Still
at
cheap
19,
at that.
2,000 bid at 2 at 2,001, 2,2, 2,3, 2,4, 2,5, 2,6, 2,7,
Oh, now they're bidding.
2,9, 3,000, 3,1.
This is as far as I would have gone anyway.
At 3-2 bid at 3-2 at 3-2. You're both out on the phone at 3-2 bid at 3,000.
I think I would have stopped bidding around about the 2.5.
Sold away at 3-2. Lot number 82 out the police. May 09. On the 09, the Mercedes Vito Compact, the diesel.
This was a camera van, this one.
69,000 warrants on the clock.
And it got a lift-up tailgate.
19 services on the printout. V5 is here, one owner. Minimum
Absolutely
fees
great
applied,
for a
plus
little
VAT,
weekend camper.
3,000.
Because once that tailgate's lifted, it's another roof, isn't it? And
16, 17, 18, 19, 2,000 bid. You're out on the internet. 2-1 down below. At 2-2 bid at 2-2. 2-3 on the floor. 2-4. 2-5. 2-6. 2-7. 2-8. 2-9. 3,000 all on the floor. At 3,000 out, 3,000, 3-1 seated. At 3-1 bid at 3-1 seated it is. 3-2 net now, 3-2. At 3-2 bid at 3-2 on the net, 3-3. It's all on the internet now. At 3-3 bid at 3-3, 3-4. At 3-4 now at 3-4, all on the internet. At 3-4, 3-5 on the net it is.
Morning,
at
Steve.
3-5 bid at 3-5.
From sunny Blackburn.
3-5, 3-6.
Oh, you're not too far from Mike then.
3-6,
He's up in Rosendale.
At 3-6 now 3-7. At 3-7 bid at 3-7. At 3-7 now 3-7. At 3,700 hammers up. Last call. Sold away at 3-7.
30 odd years ago, I had to go and identify my my best mate. He got killed in a car accident in Rosendale on the M62, and I had to go up and identify him in the morgue. That was a weekend. Oh man!
September 19. The V5 is here with one owner. Minimum fees apply plus the VAT. It is then 1,000 and go, £1,000 then 1,000, 1,000 and away. 500.
It's an
surely, come on,
LDV, a very thin metalled LDV.
At 400 out, 400.
Yeah, that's more like it.
6,
oh,
7,
that's too high.
7's on the right, 8 net on the net now at 800, at 900.
I believe they use
9,
Mitsubishi engines in these.
900, at 900 on sale all the way, at 900 bid at 900, at 900 then hammers up.
Right.
Last call in the room then, sold away at 900.
They put a guideline of 1,000 on that.
The council to us, October 07, 57.
Hello, Pippa. I've missed you. Where have you been all my life?
Warranted on the clock here.
Pick you a van. That Vito that went through.
The V5 is here with one owner.
That Vito would have done you.
Plus the VAT, 1,000 and go.
That was low miler.
500 and away. Come on then, surely. 2. 2 bid
I
at
think
2.
there's another
At 2,
Vito coming up.
4, 5. At 5 now at 5.
Let's have a look. I'm looking on the other computer now.
6 first. 7, 8, 9. At 900 now at 900 in the white. At 900 now at 900. At 900 then.
I don't know, that might not be
sold
Pippa.
away at 900.
I can't find it.
Lot number 85.
I can't find it. There's absolutely hardly anything
Lot
going
number
this
85
week,
out the
Pippa.
council,
There's
December 10
what did I
60,
say?
full
There's
tank at 460, the long wheelbase
it's a
diesel double cab tipper.
Mercedes.
Tipper.
Mercedes make the Vito.
Tipper. 105,000 warranted on the clock. MOT November 19. V5 is here, one owner. Minimum fees applies and plus the VAT then 3 and away.
It was an ex-camera van, so the mileage wasn't ex-police camera van. Yeah, camera van, and so the mileage wasn't high on it.
11. At 11 bid, at 1100.
This
12,
02
13,
camp minibus next, 2002. That's very, very, very. Oh, good morning, posh cats. Nice to have you aboard. This lot 86, the next one after this pickup now. That's the same as Camper Van Tails van. That one's going to be cheap because he's a 2002, but he's got 37,000, I think it said on there.
At 18 bid, at 1850, at 1850 now, 1900, at 19 fill it up, at 19 2000 bid at 2, at 2000 out 2000, at 2000 out 2000, at 2000 then hammers up, sold away at 2000.
Yeah, and it had got a diesel heater in it, so it wasn't sat there ticking over to keep him warm. So, because they got diesel heaters in them.
Well-based diesel, the rear-wheel drive ambulance, 37,000. That's all warranted on the
for its age, this thing had hardly got any rust in it. Just surface, a normal trim rust. It's just exactly the same as Camper Van Tails, Keith and Daryl's van.
Come on, 5 bid at 5, at 5 600, 7. On the left, 800 outside.
I'm looking at 37,000. This is why it's going for more than the others are.
1,000 net now, 1,000 bid, 11, at 11 bid, at 1,100 now, 1,100, 1,200.
But that's a little bit big for what you want, though, Pippa.
1,300 now, 1,300, at 14 internet, 15 bid, at 15 on the phone
yeah,
now,
yeah.
15, 16 net.
They have a lot of those Vito camera vans in. There's usually one a week at least.
18 net. 1,900 at 19 bid at 19 at 19 on the phone 2,000 net at 2,000
yeah.
2,1 at 2,1 bid at 2,1
I know a lot of people that do it on a
2,2
catch up. You know, they watch it later. I mean, usually they're at work during the day, so they can't watch it during the day, and they watch it at night time. That's when all my comments come in, is at night time.
Lot number 87,
mostly bloody text messages. And it does stay on there, not after 8 o'clock, please, because they're waking the kids up.
171,000 warranted on the clock here. MOT till February 2020.
Yeah, that's what the Vito is. The Vito is the small, like it's like a Sprinter. They're quite powerful.
V5 is here with us, plus the VAT.
They're very economical.
3,000 on the drop side. 2,000 start me, come on.
If another one comes up, I'll show you. There was 2.
13,
I've just gone onto the laptop now to see if I can
outside
find it on there.
1,500, 16 outside,
If there was a lot number to it.
out 1,600, at
No, I must have been
1,600 outside
imagining
it
it.
is at 1,600, at 1,600 now 1,600.
Yeah, I was imagining it.
1,700 at 17 bid, we're not
So
quite
it's,
there. 50 all right.
as I say, this sale's going to be over quite quick. There's
at 1750
only, what did I say, 11 vans in it or something like that.
At 18 bid 50, at 1850 now, at 1850.
And yet there was quite a few last week.
Yes, you bidding? 1,900 at 1,900 now at 1,900.
In the de-sticker room, there was 5 ambulances, so they might be in next week, being de-stickered and decommissioned. They've still got the radios in.
2,000 fresh money at 2,000 bid at 2,050 at 2,050 bid at 2,050 inside at 2,050.
Yeah, you could fit a rock. Yeah, those bloody rock and roll beds are bloody expensive, mind.
50 sold away.
Yeah, they are expensive.
Lot number 88, July 12 and a 12, the full transit 350, the front wheel drive high
4 weeks ago, I gave one away.
On the clock. V5 is here with us too, plus the
I've got abscess, mate. That's why my face is all up and swollen. I'm just not with it. I'm just not with it. It's I'm in agony.
At 2,3 bid at 2,003, then hammers up. Last call, weigh and done at 2,3.
Yeah.
Right, lot number 89.
About 2,000 if you ever pull test it.
It's a maxi long wheelbase diesel 2.3 multi-jet high roof fan. It's a 120, we're told.
These Fiat Ducatos,
V5 is here with us as
even
well.
although that paint's all peeled off them and that, I've discovered that they're galvanized, which is metal treatment, so that they don't really rust. I say every van, every vehicle on the road should be galvanized.
200 at 200 bid at 200 at 250 at 250 bid at 250. 300
it just looks so tatty. Well, it is bashed and dented in quite a few places.
At 400 out, 450 on my left. At 450.
They're not going to let it go at that.
500 outside, 50.
What was the guideline on that
at
one? I can't
600 and
remember.
at 600
They want
outside
1200.
it is at 600 bid at 600 now at 600 hammers up last
Yeah.
call provisionally sold at 600 T.
Provisionally, yeah, they didn't let that go. I can't understand why they got this one in this auction.
You owe me.
This one should be
Lot
over
number
at their
90,
Madley
February
auction with the rest of
2001
the
on X-Reg,
lorries.
Renault Midland, the conversion 7.5 ton, 137,000, no, not warranted the miles. MOT till September 19. The V5 is here. No VAT, no VAT on this. Where would you find another 2 and go? 2,000, 2,000, £1,000 and start me there. Then come on then, 5 bid at 5, at 500, 6, 7, at 700 now, 700, at 700, a lot of truck for the money, at 700 now, 700, 800, 900, at 9.
That means you, Pippa, you've just asked a silly question there. That means you don't watch all my videos. Mondays I go down and film them all, and I put a video up, and then on the Tuesdays I do this live. It was a big beast. It was downgraded, I think, from a 10 tonner down to a 7.5 tonner. But what it was used for, I wouldn't know.
One owner on the logbook. It's got a Recon gearbox in July 18. We've got an invoice for that. New clutch.
As I say in the past, I got put off these transit customs. I rented one in a minibus version. And God, we only got 25 to the gallon. I was quite surprised. Okay, it went quite well. And it was limited to 65. But it was not very economical at all. I don't watch them all. Yeah. That's the same as yours. I don't watch all yours. if I'm bored, and I will sit there and watch them then. Because what do? You put 1, 2, 3 a day on, don't you? That's a lot of time out of my life.
He's on a red. Number 4, is it? 142. 142. Just pop and see Peter when you get a chance, just to deposit. Lot number 92, November 13 on a 63 plate. The Vauxhall Vivaro short wheelbase diesel 2 litre.
Darryl usually texts me to say, "Have you watched Pippa's?" And then I know I've got to watch it then. So they watch them for me.
2002, but at 2, at 2000, 2, 1, 2, 2.
Just one a day, all right.
Right.
Bloody 7 a week. That's 7 hours gone.
At 2425, at 25 now at 25, at 25, but at 25, at 25 now at 25, at 2,500 then hammers up.
Yeah, that's right. Click the bell. Yeah, never works for me, but yeah, click the bell, then you'll get notified.
The company to us September 13 on a 63.
Oh. What's that? Please note the auction is currently live because of either it has ended.
Just get it up on the internet for you.
Oh.
Ford Transit 350, the diesel rear-wheel drive tipper.
This is a pickup. This is.
On the clock. MOT October 19, the V5 is here.
And we're on to the little vans now. The little tiny vans.
The VAT it is then 6 and away, 6,000, 6,000, 5,000, 4 and start me, come on, 3.5 bid at 3.5, at 3.
One of these little tiny vans, no good to you, Pippa. They're sort of a car-derived van. The Ford Transit Connect is based on the Ford Fusion.
At 3.8 now 3.9, at 3.9
so they're still only sort of a 4-seater. They're small. They're not very economical.
At 3.9 now at 3.9, at 3,009 then hammers up. Last call, weigh and done at 3.9. In the room we go then, lot 111 out the police to us. February 2012 in the hall we are.
Mine hasn't turned over, so I'm going to have to refresh it.
20 diesel 2 litre TDI van, 118.
I'm just refreshing, so stand by.
So the
yeah.
18 and 3 and go, 3,000.
That's it.
3,000 out the police, 3,000.
It does that sometimes.
Start me, come on, 15 bid at 15, 16, 17, at 17.
Yes, I've got a Ford Galaxy, and it is very comfortable to sleep in. I've got the Ford Galaxy 7-seater, and that it's the 2-litre diesel.
Last call. Weighing down at
It's the
50, at 17.50 now,
160 brake
17.50
horse
just
one,
in time,
and
at 17.50 provisional at 17.50.
it is so economical for such a big car.
112.
Yeah,
we go,
yeah.
police
So
Ferrari,
mine's a
756,
seven
a full
seater,
Transit Connect 200.
and
It's a diesel roof. Diesel low
it
roof
is
van
so
design,
powerful,
93,000
so
warranty on the block,
economical.
15 services on a printout, MOT
We
June
average
2020.
between
V5 is
myself and the
here,
daughter
1 plus
driving.
VAT, 1,000
We
go,
average sort of
500,
50 to
2 and away, come on
55
then,
to the
surely.
gallon out of it.
200 and start me there, then come on, 2 minute 2 in
If
the
we're
seats,
around town,
300,
we'll get the
400,
45 to
at 4 is
50.
in the seats now, at 400 now, 400. It's going to be sold at 400 bid.
You-
500 at
Don't
5,
call me Trev,
600,
I'll slap
at 6
you.
bid at 6, at 600 in the seats. It is at 600 bid. At
So you're not
600,
subscribed to
at
this channel.
600, then
See,
hammers up,
until this
sold
channel
away,
gets
50,
to
at
1,000, I
650
can't
here.
get this one
At
monetized.
650 now,
This one was
650,
the one.
at 650 now,
This
650,
channel was the one that
700,
was
at
earning
7 bid,
Womble's
at 700
channel
seated, at
the
700, sold
revenue.
away at
I don't get any now.
750, at 750 now, 750.
I
at
get
750,
something like
try another, at 750 then, hammers up,
£15 a month.
sold away
Well,
at
they don't
750.
send you a check until your threshold is £60.
Lot 113 we go out
So
the
I
police
get a
February
check every
07 on a
sort of
56, a full
3 to
Transit
6
Connect
months.
200 short wheelbase
Morning,
diesel
Matt.
low roof van,
You're late on parade
91,000
again.
warranty on the clock, 15 services on the printout. MOT
Posh cat
June
is
20.
Trev.
20. V5 is here, one owner. Minimum
Don't
fees
make me
apply.
smile.
Plus the VAT, 2 and away, 200,
hurts.
200, 2 bid at 2. At 200 now, 2, 300, 4, 5, 6. At 600 now, 7 in front, 800 fresh money. At 800 now, 800.
Yeah, I don't
at
put
800
many
bid at
videos on
800,
at the moment,
850,
though.
900. 50.
One thing, the weather has been
950 bid at
absolute
950. Go on, try
horrendous.
another. At 950.
And
1,000 bid at 1. At 1,000
like
out, 1,000.
Brightwells, this
At
channel,
1,000
I only
hammers
put
up,
2 on a
sold
week,
away at 1,000.
sometimes
In
3.
the stripes at
If
1,000. What's your phone number
one of my
today,
viewers
please?
has asked me to specifically
Your number on your red
have a
ticket
look at
is
van,
number 130. Just pop in CP2
and
when you
I'll
get a
go
second.
in and
Lot number 114.
test drive it and everything.
Out
Get
the
it
garage on the
started.
Part Exchange to us. January 14 on a 63.
Oh,
the
I
Volkswagen
just
Caddy
looked
Maxi C20 diesel.
subbed on
1.6
this one.
TDI Blue Motion.
Rectify
It's a
that,
Cat
I would.
102 Star
You'll only
van.
get
It's a 102, isn't it?
two notifications a week then.
Make your own minds up on that.
No,
It's a
mine's a
102.
manual or Galaxy. I wanted a manual,
76,000
6-speed
warranty on the
manual.
clock, 3 services in the book. MOT till January 2020. V5 is here with
No,
one
no,
owner.
the daughter's
One
never
owner
driven an
vehicle
auto,
plus the
so
VAT, 5 and go, 5,000. Looks tidy to me. 5,000 and away, 4,000 and start me then. And come on,
And
3-5 bid.
she's
At
top of the
3-5
range.
now,
She's the
3-5,
gear,
3-6,
so she's got everything in there:
3-7,
the electric
3-8
seats,
down below.
heated
At
seats,
3-8
heated
bid at
mirrors,
3-8, 3-9
everything,
seated.
cruise control.
4,000. At 4,000 down below, 4-1. At 4-1 is
got,
seated now. At 4-1 but at 4-2.
two sets of
At 4-2
aircon.
fresh
Got
money.
aircon in the
At
front
4-2 but at
and
4-2,
aircon in the
4-3.
boot. And
At
there's
4-3
3
now,
zones in the
4-3,
vehicle.
4-4. At 4-4 but at 4-4.
Front one is zone
4-5.
1,
At 4-5 is
middle one
seated
zone
now.
2,
4-5 bid.
and then
At
zone
4-5
3
now,
is the boot.
4-5 seated
So that's
by
got
bid.
its own
At
zoning.
4-5 now,
And
4-5.
I
At
can mix the
4,500
hot or the
then
cold.
hammers up.
I can have it
Last
red hot in
call,
the front and
provisionally
ice cold
sold
in the
at
middle.
4-5.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, bloody Peugeot is just plastic in it. It's horrible, horrible looking
202.
thing. Dashboard in a
202 today.
Peugeot.
115 we go. October 07 on a 57. The Volkswagen Caddy C20 diesel 2-litre SDI.
I mean, with the
PV,
Ford
69
Focus
PS van,
and
227,000 warrants on the
the
clock.
Fusion and
MOT
that
October
range.
19, the V5 is
They
here.
did go to
Plus the
plastic
VAT
dashes
it is.
in them, but
Plus the VAT,
they soon
where
stopped
is it
it.
then? 8 and away, 800, 800. It's out the company to us today, actually. 800 and start me, 500 and away. Come on then,
Yeah,
surely 2
yeah,
but
that's
it's 2.
right.
Out the company.
There's
200 now, 200.
the Galaxy
300,
is
400,
the
at
same
4 but at
shell
4, at 400,
as the
out company to
Toyota,
us at 400 now, at 400
and the
but at
Vauxhall.
400,
The Vauxhall
at
do
400
one.
now, at 400, at 400
And they're all
but
the
at
same shell,
400,
but
at
everything else
400
is different. The
then
engine,
hammers up,
gearbox,
provisionally
running
sold
gear.
at 400.
Each manufacturer uses their own stuff.
Lot number 116.
Usually my
out the
friend had
company to
auto.
us again. January 06 on a 55. The Vauxhall Corsa van diesel 1.3 CDTI.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want the auto box. When they're running right, they're good.
3 and go,
But,
300, 300,
yeah,
2 and
when
away,
they start
come on then,
going wrong,
surely.
those
100
auto
now, start
boxes.
100 bid. At 100 now, 100, 120, 150.
None of that.
At
I
150
said
now,
we'll have a
150.
manual because
At
just in
150 bid at
case
150,
you're a
MOT till
Toyota
October.
girl.
At 150 now, 150.
Bit
At
of Oriental
150
in
out
you,
the
is there?
company to us. At 150 now,
That's why I didn't want the
150.
auto.
At
If I was
150
going tow a caravan.
At 180 now, at 180. At 180, bid at 180. On the left it is. At 180 then, hammers up. Last call, 200, bid at 2. At 200 now, at 200.
Hello, Dave. You're very late on parade. Look, there's 4 vans left. And they're little ones.
Provisionally sold at 200.
You must be working yourself to death.
Lot number 117.
And Pippa's on here. Say hello to Pippa.
606, a full transit connect, 200 short wheelbase diesels are now 132,000 warrants on the clock. V5 is here, one owner. Minimum fees apply on this then, plus the VAT.
What's a pain to get parts for? Yeah, Toyotas are.
200
Ford, you get Ford parts anywhere.
At 200. 3.
They're 2 a penny, aren't they?
At 4 now, at 4. At 400, it's going to be sold. At 400 now, 50. At 450, bid at 450. 500. At 550. At 550, seated now. At 550, bid at 550. At 550, then hammers up. Sold 600. At 6, bid at 6. And again.
Only 4 days to go, Dave, and you're out on the road.
Sold away at 600.
Can't wait for that. Because then the videos will start coming in.
118 we go. Out the council to us, May 0606. The Citroen Dispatch Diesel 2
How I broke down on my first day out.
on the clock, MOT January 2020. V5 is here, one owner only. Out the council to us. Minimum fees apply. Side steps, wheelchair accessible with the rear wheelchair ramp, as you can see there. Inclusive of the VAT, this one inclusive of the VAT. 8 and away,
right,
800,
clutch,
800,
yeah.
500 and starting. Come on then, surely. Yes? 5 bid at 5.
Fords are a lot better than they used to be.
500, at 500,
they are a lot better than what they used to be. They don't. It's
at 700's this side. At 7, 800, 900.
Like that's why I went for a gear. The top of the range Ford. You find that the top of the range ones, because they're so expensive when they buy them new, people tend to look after them.
15 bid, 16.
And mine was only 80-odd thousand when I bought it, 80,000 on the clock. So there's loads of miles left in it.
At
6 speed.
Hammers up, sold away at 16. With you at 16. 204 the number.
I'm quite surprised that Citroen fetched that much money. That Citroen was a disabled vehicle.
The Vauxhall Astrovan diesel LS 1.7 DTI, 182,000 warrants on the clock. V5 is here, it's privately owned and entered. Private entry then, no VAT, no VAT, 5 and go, 500, 500, 500. 300 and start me then, come on.
Yeah,
100 bid at 1.
so straight. Oh, look, they've mucked up the bloody
120,
internet again,
150,
they have.
180, at 180 bid at 180, private entry, at 180 now, at 180, at 180 now, 180, at 180 now, 180, at 180 on
We're
the
currently
man
upgraded.
Here,
this is what I say, if they don't get all this done,
last call, weigh and done at 1.
Yeah, fixed and or repaired daily, that's what Ford stands for. Yeah, I've always had Fords. I've had a couple of Vauxhalls. When I say I've had a couple of Vauxhalls, I mean in the 70s, the Vox Vivas, and I did have a Renault Traffic for quite some time, but that was nothing but trouble. I said I might as well have signed the logbook over to the garage because they had it longer than what I did. Got to refresh this again, sorry. Because they haven't.
At 500 now, 500.
They're not updating.
6, top row. At 700 down below. 800 the eyes. At 800 now, 800.
We can only
at
listen.
800 bid at 800. At 800 now, 800. This side at 800.
Yeah, I had
50. At 850 bid at 850. At 850, 900. At 9 bid at 9. At 900 now, at 900. I bought it off a little old lady. 900 hammers
and when I bought it, it only
900.
had 7,000 miles on it. It was
121 we go out the company to us,
mint condition, and I got it for 200 quid off her because they took her licence off her, and she only used it to go and collect her pension every week and to get the bread in the mill.
No VAT, no VAT, 5 and away.
I'll try refreshing that again. It isn't refreshing. So they have got a
bid
problem
at 3.
there.
No VAT at 300 now. At 300 on my left
try
at
the other one.
300 at 300 only. Out the company at 300 now. At 300 at 350 at 350 bid 400 at 4 now at 4 at 400 now at 450 at 450 bid at 450 at 450. Try another. No VAT at 500 now. At 500 at 500 bid at 500 at 500 now. At 500 at 5 then hammers up.
That shut her up
Provisionally
on
sold
that
at
one.
500.
Yeah. Yeah. Vauxhall Astras are rust
We go
buckets.
to the doorway now, boys. Lot number 170 is
The
in the
Astra
doorway.
is a rust
Is
bucket.
August 11 on the 11. Is a Ford F-150, the 3.5 double cab pickup automatic. In the doorway there. Adam, just pop over.
Yeah, I did
111,000 warranted
have
on the clock.
an old green
Follow Adam.
Cavalier
Full
Mark
services
1
in the book. MOT
for
till April
about
2019.
4 weeks.
It's just too big to get around the corner, so we're
It was
selling it from the
gutless,
doorway.
it was
MOT till April
gutsy,
19. The V5 is here.
and it wouldn't hold the corners, so I sold it on. Didn't like it at all. That's why I never went back to
V5
Vauxhall.
is here, one owner, leather trim, heated seats, sat nav,
Yeah.
reversing camera, roller shutter, low cover, engineer's report, imported, manufactured 2011.
I do believe that Vauxhalls are a little bit better nowadays, though.
Hell. Okay.
Phone her up and tell her that
Plus
we
the
got
VAT
no...
is then on the Ford F-150 in the
Tell her
corner
we
there.
got
Then
no
where do you see it?
internet.
Start me 15 and go 15,000, 15,000, 14,000 and start me there. Then come on, surely 12, 12,000 and start me. Come on then. 10 bid at 10, at 10,000 now at 10,000, at 10,000
it does
bid
give you
10
time
2,
to
at
press
10
that
2
little
bid at
button there.
10
Look.
2,
Can you see
10
it?
5,
It's just here.
10 8, at 10 8 bid at 10 8, 11,000, Al 11 bid, Al 11,000 now 11 2, Al 11 2 in the
Yeah.
doorway now, Al 11
Never
2
liked
bid
the
at 11
Vectra.
2, I'll
They were
submit it,
boats.
Al 11 2 bid at 11 2,
They
Al
bounce
11
around the
3.
corner, they would.
Al 11 3 bid at 11 3, Al 11 3 now at 11 3, Al 11,300 then at 11 3 bid, Al 11 3 now at 11 3, Al 11,300 hammers up.
Why was the egg
Last
not allowed to
call,
school? Go
provisionally
on, Matt.
sold at
Why wasn't the
11.3.
egg allowed to go to school?
Lot number 171, back in the hall we go, making Adam work today. Out the main agent to us, March 15 on the 15, the Nissan Navara diesel double cab pickup, the Tetna 2.5 DCI
Yeah,
four-wheel
but
drive.
Pippa, you loved your
43,000
Vectra,
warrants on
but
the
you
clock
didn't have
here.
to work on it.
We've got a service in
When
the
you're a
book,
male,
MOT till May
you
2020.
tend to have
V5
to
is here
work
with us
on
as well.
them.
Plus the VAT, it
And
is
they are
11 and go,
cow to work on
11,000,
those Vectras.
11,000. In the red then. 10,000 and start me then and come on 8-7 bid at 7,000 now 7,000 7
Let's see
2
if I can
at 7 2 bid at 7 2 at 7
refresh
2
that one
now
and
at
see if
7
it'll
2
come back up.
at 7 2 only at 7 2 7 3 at 7 3 bid at 7 3
Nope.
down below at 7 3
So we
now
got
at
no
7
pictures.
3 at 7 3 now at 7 3 out the main agent to us at 7 3 I'm going to
Yeah,
submit it
that's right,
at
if it's
7
not your
3 bid
bill.
at 7 3
Yeah.
at 7,300 hammers up last call provisionally
Kept
sold
you
at
6
7
months,
3
yeah.
we'll ask the question.
Yeah, I tried a Volvo.
Lot number 172, the
I
last
think it was
from
the
me at the local
S40.
garage on the part exchange,
And,
September 10 on the 60. The
that
Nissan
thing
Navara
was
diesel double cab
phenomenally
pickup
powerful,
2.5 DCI,
but
the
again,
190,
it,
128,000
you go
warrants
to
on
turn
the
a
clock, MOT
corner and
September.
it had
V5
drastic
is here, plus the
understeer.
VAT, 4 and go,
You got to turn the
4,000.
steering wheel
Out the
so
part
far
X,
before it started
4,000,
going around the corner
3,000,
properly.
come on, 2 bid at 2.
Worried
At
me.
2,000 now at 2,000, 2 1, 2 2, at 2 2 bid at
But,
2 2.
the head
At
gasket
2
went on
2
that.
now at 2 2, 2 3. 2 4 at 2 4 but at 2 4 at 2 4 now at 2 4 seated at 2 4 but at 2 4 at 2 4 submit it 2 4 bid at
Yeah,
2
old
4 then
Volvos,
hammers up
they are
last
tank.
call,
They're bloody
provisionally
heavy
sold at
cars,
2
mine.
4.
They
We'll
are
ask the
built like a
question.
tank.
Right, I'll pass you on to Steve, he'll take you on, thank you.
Yeah, no sugar, please.
It is 174 now, isn't it?
Is he asleep, is he? Oh. That's it. You got the kettle in the background now. Oh, old cheek is shining in the... because he's stretched out so far. I think they're still trying to sort the internet out. Yeah, she's a good girl. She's a good girl. That's why I let her come back home. She looks after her dad. A miserable old fart. He's over there grinning.
Morning, everybody. I'm
Oh.
just walked into the auction hall, so I'm not sure if you've already been told as yet or not. We have put it out on our social media feeds and on our website, etc., etc. Due to popular request from a lot of our customers, we've decided to help you all out by moving the sale forward till 10 o'clock start. Okay, that starts as of next week. 10 o'clock, Stuart, all right? You'll be here, good man, well done. So we will start the sale at 10 o'clock. Thank you, Alan. What would we do without you, Mr. Hunt?
Yeah.
So 10 o'clock start next Tuesday, 25th of June, all right? 10 o'clock, make it easier for you all to get to us, get some business, get it all done and sorted and loaded and paid and get yourselves home, all right? Lot number 174 we'll go to.
The fifth piston was only a small one.
Thank you, lovely. Here we are, a couple of phone bidders as well. Lot number 174, December 96 on the P-plate, Defender 90, Caddy Station Wagon TDI. Logbook's up here. Service at 123,000 recorded. MOT 15th of September.
If you're making tea, you have to make one for the whole class.
Here we go, no VAT. Don't see a chance like this very often, do you? What do you want in? 5,000, 5 and away, 5,000. Bid and go, 5,000, 4,000, 3 on bid. 3,000 I got at 3 bid. 3 got now at 3,000 offered. 3 bid 2, 3 2, 3 4, 3 6, phone 3 8. 3 8 bid now at 3,800 at 3 8. 4 4 2, 4 4, 4,400 out at 4 4. 4 4, one of you 6, 4 6, 4 8, 4 8 bid now at 4,800 at 4 8. 5 bid, 5 got, 5,000 bid now, one if it helps you. 5 bid, 5,000 got now at 5 offered. 5 bid.
Sorry, I turned them up because they were announcing that 10 o'clock start. Right, they've updated it, but they haven't. All the vans are still down the bottom. I just refreshing it now. Now they've put the internet back on. I'll refresh it. There it goes.
No VAT on this, no VAT, canopy for you as well.
Alright, where's get it back in line again. There you go. You're deaf now. Yeah, but we're on the 4x4s now, and I never stop long when we come onto the 4x4s. Some people like me to stop on, but as I say, there's over 200 of them, and you know, we don't finish until 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon. I can't transmit that long. I can't talk that long.
Taking up my kitchen.
Yeah, taking up her kitchen. Now I've gone deaf. Oh, there it is. I was going to jump in the camper and bugger off over Barmouth Way because who's it down that way? There's several of the I can't remember their names now. It'll come to me. Oh, bloody hell. Well, there's a few over self-builders, van livers. They're over Barmouth Way. Well, that's what, hour and a quarter from me. Bid and go, 5 on bid, 5,000 I've got, 5 bid, 5 got here at 5,000 now with you. Your ears are blown now, sorry. I only turned it up because they were announcing that it was 10 o'clock next week. And of course I got the microphone here, and it's in front of the monitor, the speakers are in the monitor. This microphone tends to pick up more in the background than it does in the front. Tyler's down here squeaking. The talking. 1,300 pound bid, 1,300 now, 14 seated, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 2, 2,000 bid now, 2 offered, 2 bid, 2 got any more, phones out, 2 bid, 2,000, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2 James, 2, 3 seated, 2, 3 now at 2. Suppose I'd better get on the phone after this and try and get an appointment at the local doctors, see if I can get some antibiotics to get rid of this bloody abscess. Is there?
179, March 12 on the 12 plate.
It's still almost then. Make your mind up.
179, March 12, 12 plate. Isuzu Rodeo Denver double cab, 80,000 on the clock warranted. One owner, that's all. MOT, 25th of April 2020.
Right.
No
I'll give it
VAT, no VAT in it,
five minutes. Yeah,
no VAT, should be
I know. I keep saying I'll give up.
3,000, 3, 2 I'm bid, 2,000 I've got, 2,000 bid, no
I sort
VAT,
of do.
2,000 bid, 2 bid, 2 1, 2 2.
It's when I'm stressed now, so.
No VAT, 2 5, 2 6. 2 6 midnight, 2,600.
Only with the wife.
Don't forget, 2 6, 2
I thought an abscess made the heart grow fonder. Only with the ex-wife.
3 bid, 3 got, 3,000.
The further the better.
Provisional at 3. 180.
She started to put weight on, so she went up to the doctors and asked the doctor how she can lose weight. And the doctor says, well, you want to start walking and see if you can work yourself up for walking sort of 10 mile a day. I said, oh, thank God for that. By the end of the week, or 70 bloody mile away. Yeah, it is stress. It is stress. I got vapes here, but I keep forgetting to charge them up. And none of that. They don't have to make me cough a vape. Oh no, you are not messing about with the internet again.
MOT according to the VOSA site is October 2019. Copy of that up here for you. Okay, it says MOT to October 19, engineer support in the window plus VAT off the main dealer has come to us 4,000 and start me. 4,
when they put those bulletins up, they've turned the top corner up into red. I lose across the bottom of the screen. I lose all the lot numbers.
3,400 now at 3 4 3 4 8 below 6 3 6 seated 3 6 3,600 3 6 3,006 last look and provisional then at 3,006. Lot number 181, May 05 on the 05 plate, Defender 90, TD5 hardtop.
The only thing that stresses me out is not having enough diesel to get back home. Oh, and grandchildren stress me out.
Here for you, 10 services recorded.
Don't you?
MOT 13.
You stress me out. He's hiding over in the corner over there. You're going to come and say hello?
8 or 10,000 all the way, is it?
Hey,
8,000.
Tiger.
You don't get the chance very often.
Coming up here and saying hello.
5 I'm bid, 5,000 I've got at 5 bid, 5 got.
Come on then, before I go.
4, 5 6, 5 8 below 6,000 and 2.
Oh, I even got a chair next to me ready. Ready?
6,000.
1, 2, 3.
6 6 6 now it's 6 6.
Right, now I'll turn the camera a bit now and
6 6 at 6 6.
Let's see if we can get. Have we got you? Yeah, you sat next to me. There. Can you see yourself on telly now? Hey, you've got to go there. Go. Hello, Dave.
7,000 upstairs we go.
Say hello, Dave. Hello, Pippa.
7,000 it is on sale, make no mistake. 7 bid. 7,000.
Say hello, everyone.
Sold and done then at 7.
And don't go.
Hi guys.
On the top. 128. Thank you. Pop and see Peter. He'll look after you down here. Thank you. Back to 176 on the internet, please. Back to 176.
Look, Dave said hello, little man.
We go. Direct to us from a main dealer. March 13. Isuzu D-Max Yukon double cab. 92,000 on the clock.
Yeah.
Warranted. Logbook here. 6 services recorded. MOT till May 2024.
Pippa said, hi, buddy. Is your name Buddy?
708,
It is.
6,000.
It is.
500 bid. 5,000
It is.
I've got. 5 bid. 5,002 on the gate.
So you should be up here doing this, and then I can have a day off.
6 now at 5,7. 5,7. 5,7. 5,7 now at 5,000.
If you did this, I could have a day off.
5,8 this
Yeah.
way. 5,8.
So from now on, next Tuesday, because you don't go to school on Tuesdays, do you? No. So next Tuesday, I'll set it up for you, and then you can do it. And say, this van is rubbish.
182.
This van's rusty.
What a gem.
Yeah.
What a little gem. 182. September 14, 64 plate.
Yeah, Daddy works there. Yeah. That's where the boot sale is, isn't it? Yeah.
Daddy got a forklift in the shed.
A what?
3 services.
Oh, he's got a forklift in the shed.
Air conditioning.
Work that one out.
Side runner bars as well, yes.
Yeah. Matt says, Uncle Matt said, hi, Tyler.
What a nice opportunity here. Don't see it very often. Up to early 20s, 22 or 3. I would have thought somewhere there. 22,000, 22,000. In your hands, 20,000. Bid me away. 15,000.
Yeah.
15,000. I got
Yeah.
a 15 bid. 15,5. 16.
Around here, it's a status symbol.
17, 5, 18, 5. 18,500 now at 18,500. 18,500. 18,500 now at 18,500.
Oh, that's it. See, he's getting the right idea. He's giving the rubbish to mum.
18,800. 18,800 now at 19,000.
Yeah, it's all you need now is to start drinking tea.
19,000 only at 19 bid.
And what do you drink tea in?
More surely. 19,000.
A WOMBLE mug.
19,000 all done. We'll ask 19,000. 19,000. Last call. Hammers up. Provisionally sold.
Look, 19,000 for a 64 plate. 19,000. Buy 4 of them, we buy a house.
Lot number 201. Direct to us from the Harrods Group we go.
Right.
March 02 on the O2 plate.
I've talked too much.
1.4 comfort.
And it's time to pack it in, isn't it?
Warranted on the clock. Logbook here. MOT 21st of February.
They're rust buckets.
Anyone in?
Yeah.
50 I'm bid. £50 I've got now at 50 bid 80. 100 on the
You like the other sale because he's got tractors and everything in it.
120, 150,
Yeah.
180,
Tractors and trucks.
200 at the back.
And lawnmowers.
£200 bid now at 200. Way at the back at 200.
Yeah.
All like 20.
He wants a ride-on mower.
220 got 220. It's being sold. 220.
Yeah.
220 50. 250. 250. 250 all done.
But you liked your JCB though, didn't you? You did like that.
280. 280 here. 280. 300.
You only pretended because you didn't want me to carry on filming.
Sold and away at 3. 298. Thank you.
He's a little bugger, he is.
Lot number 202.
You're a whinger, aren't you?
March 0606 play.
Yeah, you are.
2.2 ICDDI Sport 5-door manual box 218,000 warranted on the clock. Logbook here 14 services MOT.
That's all coming over the microphone. Look, you're making that little thing go bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Ready? Watch.
800 off you go. 800 300 I'm bid. 300 pound I've got. 300 pound bid now.
Yeah, but you're doing it as well with the chair.
Out 400 pound bid. 400
Combine harvester.
450
Fishing.
450
What do you call it,
450.
sir?
You
Something
don't need
at
to worry, I'll
school?
get round them all.
You saw a combine harvester at school?
500,
No,
500 pound now at 500.
Oh, you just seen it.
550,
singing.
550,
Oh, rock.
600,
Oh, you were singing. Oh, I got a brand new combine harvester.
600 last
And I'll
call,
give you the
sold away
keys.
6. Mr. Chivers.
6 more stops before your pillars get you.
Lot number 203, Howard's Group, June 10 play. Honda Civic
Right.
1.4 IV Tech SI 5-door. Yep.
Proper
93,000
song.
warranted on the clock. Logbook here.
It is a proper song, isn't it?
MOT May
Oh,
next
I-
year. Main
You
dealer
got
line
Lello socks on today, and he says he's not ticklish, but I can wriggle him.
Wind the bobbin up.
Looks cheap. 1,000 bid, 1,000 got with you. 1,000
Wind
bid,
the
1,100,
bobbin up,
1,200. Catalogue out,
wind the
1,300,
bobbin up.
1,300 now, 1,300 only at 1,300, 1,300 now, 1,300 only at 1,300, 1,300 all done, 1,300, 1,300 there last call. You're out by it, away she goes at 1,300. Lot number 204, Howard's Group 2S, Juno 808 plate, Peugeot partner TP, 123,000 warranted on the clock. Logbook here, 4 services, MOT 2nd of August. There we go, that's handy bit of kit, isn't it?
Now do you see what I got to put up with?
2,000, 1,500.
I got to put up
800 I've got,
with him singing.
800, 900,000.
Nobody's told him he can't sing.
1,200 now, 1,200 here at 1,200, only 1,200.
What you got there now? What you got there now?
1,200 last call,
Raisins.
1,200
You can have 'em, I don't like 'em. Well, I do, but I don't like 'em. I got. Are they chocolate coated?
205, September
No, they're not chocolate coated. I like the chocolate coated ones.
But
they've gotta be nuts and raisins.
2-wheel drive, 76,000 warranted on the clock. 2 owners on the book.
Nuts.
MOT 25th of September.
Yeah.
Out of the Howard's Group it comes. What's that? 8,000 is it? 8,000. 8,000 away. 8,000. 7,000. In your hand, 7, 6, 5 home bid, 5.
And now we got
5 bid, 5
Oh, I can't reach.
5,000 only with you now at bid 2.
Stick your foot up her bum. Go on, ready?
5, 4, now 6.
Up.
5,600 only at 5.
Now we got this one up.
5, 6, 7, 7, 5, 7. 5,
Hmm?
7, all right, 8, 5, 8. 5,800
Say-
at 5, 8. 5, 8.
Say hello.
9, 5, 9. 6,000. 6 bid, you're all coming in now. 6 bid. 6,000 got it. 6 offered. 6
I gotta
bid.
get bigger
6,000
bar
now,
stools,
6
and these are
offered. Last
so
call,
uncomfortable.
6,000 and provisionally sold at 6,000.
I mean, I'm looking at the camera and talking, but they can't see me.
Lot number 206, Howard's Group, March 0606 plate, Toyota Aventis Diesel Tourer, 138,000 warranted on the
Yeah.
clock. Logbook here.
Right then, ladies and gentlemen, that's an hour and 3 minutes now. I'm
£100 I've got now at 100.
I call it a day.
180, 200,
Oh.
£200 20.
All the blood went to my head then. So we're going to pack it in now, aren't we? Going to do some editing now. So I'll see you all. Thanks, Pippa. Wheels on the bus go round. Don't start that one. I hate that one. Yeah, so don't forget, next week I should be starting at 9:45. Thank you, Posh Cats. Mike. Yeah, let's have a look. I'm just going through them just in case I've forgotten somebody. All day long. Right. I'm going. I'm going to love you and leave you. If you want to watch this, you just go on their website. Bye, Matt. Bye, Pippa. Bye, Dave. Bye, all. Bye, Eugene. And I can't name you all. Yeah, I know. There's two. There's two. Why? Well, because I can have big ones. Oh, look, I can go to that one. I can go to that one, look. And then I've got a big picture. Now everybody can see you. Oh, you're short there.
I got £600 now at 600 only.
Oh, you got
700 seated, 700, £700 in the seats now, 700, 700 all on the front line.
I'm going. Love you all. See you all next week.
700.
Cheers.
All then provisionally sold at 700.